Hi, this is Roger Edwards from Portland, Oregon. This assignment is for week 2 of Introduction to Music Production, and I've chosen the topic of preparing a project in your DAW using the project checklist from the material as your guidelines. And here you can see the outline of the checklist as presented in the material. So the first step in setting up a project is to open up our DAW. I'm using Ableton Live Light. And now we're ready for the first step in the project checklist to create the project name. To do that, we can use the File menu in Ableton Live Light and do a Save Live Set As. As you can see, I have this configured to save new projects in a folder called Live Recordings, and we already have a couple of week 2 projects, but we can create a week 2 project, new project, and click Save. And now we have a project called week 2 project new in Ableton Live Light. The second step in the checklist is to set up audio preferences. In order to do that, we can go to Options, Preferences, and Audio. And here I have my preferences set up to use the ASIO driver, the ASIO for all audio device. That's it. Next step in the checklist is to set the recording file type. And again, we return to Options, Preferences, Record Warp Launch tab, and we can set that to either WAV or AIFF and a bit depth of 24. That's it. Different DAWs will automatically recognize different control surfaces. To set up your hardware preferences, you can go to Preferences and MIDI Sync. If you have a control surface that's recognized by your DAW, it will be listed here. I'm using an ASIO QX25, which was not recognized by the Ableton Live Light software. But I was able to select the QX25 for both the input and the output. Then it's important in the input for the QX25 and the MIDI ports to make sure that the track is set to on and the remote is set to on. The sync won't matter because your device wasn't recognized by, at least my device wasn't recognized by the Ableton Light software. The importance of the remote being on, it allows me to set the K1 through K8 rotating knobs to different configuration settings in whatever soft synthesizer I wish to use. Finally, the buffer size setting actually isn't able to be changed in Ableton Live Light. You can access it in the Audio tab under Preferences, but as you can see, the buffer size here is set to 512 samples, and there isn't any way to change that. It is what it is. So there you have it, how to set up a project in Ableton Live Light using the guidelines as outlined in the course.